So apparently, the new Blade movie being made by Disney is going to be PG-13, and I would like to first open this by giving my personal opinion on this, which is why, for the love of God, why? Like, this sounds like a very, very bad. Granted, it's Disney, and they have to sanitize everything that's good in the world and ruin it. And I don't know whose decision this was, but $5 is on Feige. The other $5 is on Bob Iger or someone at Disney. But then again, this is Disney and they can't have rated R shit, so that does make a little bit of sense. But this is low. This is like Sony making Venom PG-13 low. And it just pisses me off. Because I was kind of looking forward to the Blade movie. After I saw Alita Battle Angel and I saw that the guy who was playing Blade play, I believe it was Vector, I was looking forward to this movie. I really was. And damn it. Just damn it all to hell. Why are we not allowed to have nice things anymore? Wait, of course. What am I saying? Of course we aren't. This is real life. Unlike in video games, we don't get the things we want. Actually, even then, we still don't get the things we want. But this just sucks for me because I loved the original Blade trilogy with Wesley Snipes. I thought they were good. They were fun to watch. A little traumatizing for a kid in middle school. Actually, I was younger than that. I was really young when I saw this, and it was just good to watch. I loved it. I loved the story to Blade. I loved just the idea of him was an interesting thing for me. That he was just this half vampire hunting other vampires. And I loved it. I loved that idea. That concept works. Granted, he has personal reasons for wanting to see them all destroyed and not altruistic reasons, but I can still get behind that. And it just sucks that it's going to be PG-13 because that means it's going to be not that much blood, not that much violence, not that much, well, maybe some action. The only way I think they can save this is if it has some really god-tier action. And even then, I doubt it will do much good. Because it is Disney. They will find a way to fuck it up. Like, you know how they say life finds a way? Disney always finds a way to screw something up. Like, take The Mandalorian, for example. It was doing great. And then they took out one of the fan favorite characters, and now I imagine it's going to suck a little. And I know that seems kind of petty of me, but I'm not the biggest fan of Disney. Like, there are a couple companies I would love to see burned to the ground. Disney is one of them. And Bethesda, and EA, and Lucasfilm. Although, not LucasArts, I would love for them to make a comeback. But unfortunately, because of Disney, that's not possible. But anyway, I'm getting off track. This just sounds like a very bad idea, and I get the reasoning why they're doing this. Again, it's Disney, and they have to make everything family-friendly and sanitized, which is one of the reasons I hate their ever-loving guts. And, yeah, I hope everything they've ever made burns to the ground because they have bastardized everything Walt Disney left behind. But I get it. They're family-friendly to an asinine level. And they can't have any of that shit because kids will be watching it probably. Or you can't take kids to see it, and that's their main demographic. Kids and their parents, whose wallets they're actually trying to get into. But I think Mad Mike put it best, which is, while you can't take children to, well, I'm paraphrasing, but while you can't take your children to see a rated R movie, you take relatives to see rated R movies. So that's other people you could take. So instead of kids, people could bring their friends, their cousins, their siblings, all of them instead to watch the rated R version of Blade. And now they're not gonna, because Disney has to ruin everything it touches. It's a blight on the industry. A blight on everything, really. Anyway, that's my main thought, other than why? Dear God, why? Like, there are moments where you think to yourself, life cannot get any more asinine. Or, yeah, no. Reality is in a melee with itself, and reality and sanity are at war with one another. Or the gods of them must be, because life can't get any more stupid. Because like Blade without blood and violence, that's like rap without the N word and swearing. It can't exist without those things. And if you tell me with a straight face you've seen a rap song that doesn't have the N word mentioned repeatedly or a bunch of swears, I call bullshit. Bullshit of the highest caliber. And the person who says that to me, a bold-faced liar, because that just doesn't happen. It makes no sense. It can happen to an absurd degree, and by that I mean the usage of it. But like blood and violence to me can make great films sometimes, especially if it's a dark comedy. Actually, that'd be funny. Blade is a dark comedy because it had some, I want to say, brevity in the original trilogy, and yeah, it had its own kind of humor that I liked. Mainly with Blade, like he would do the little pump thing you do with your arms after you get a win. After he staked a guy to the wall, I really loved that part. There was the one motorcycle scene, the shit-eating grin. Just a lot of stuff that he did. And I just liked the whole supernatural vibe of it. It was dark, it was gritty. Well, maybe not gritty, but it was definitely dark. And you sometimes wondered if you were supposed to like Blade or not. I doubt they'll do that with this new Blade movie because, well, yeah, no, they always wanted to make their hero look super good and never in the wrong, and at least that's how I imagine. I've never seen the Marvel movie, so I have no idea how they've presented these characters. But sometimes I think they make their characters. Like, it seemed to me like they try to make them infallible, or at first. Actually, no, I could be wrong on that. But this is the first movie they were going to do that I was genuinely interested in seeing. I did not give a flying fuck about the other ones that they had made. I didn't care about the Avengers. Certainly didn't care about Captain America. And the guy portraying him has certainly made me loathe him even more. And yeah, I didn't give a shit about Iron Man. I was surprised how long it's lasted, but I think it's going to go on a downslide at some point because it's been going too good for too long. And eventually every star has to fall. And that is my final thought on it, other than why, for the love of God, why someone get me off this crazy merry-go-round called life, to quote Jimmy. And yeah, that is all I can really say about it, other than it's fucked. I think it's fucked. And yeah, that's all I can really say. Have a nice day, and remember the game was rigged from the start.